Well, good morning, stupid fox. How are you? Good morning, you beautiful fox. Now, I have a man here that wants to say hi to his mommy and daddy, and I said, don't get my white pants dirty, but I said, we're dealing with dirty fucks today, so we're going to get as dirty as those sons of bitches, aren't we? Right? My pants can get washed, right? Better a little dirt than shit myself or something, right? You know, say hi to mommy and daddy. Oh, mommy and daddy, eh? Mommy and daddy watching their little man on TV. Oh, yeah. Okay, down. Now it's my turn. Oh, my pants are fucked. Oh, I got hair. This. Oh, my pants are fucked. But we talked about that. I said, hey, get me dirty because I'm dealing with these dirty fucks, right? So, I'm all ready. Business today because I got to deal with that fucking Mrs. ODSP worker, right? Right. So, I got my letter mail from my little fucking useless worker that sent this. But funny enough, my letter mail that went out when he denied my money back March 18th, that went out letter mail, I still haven't got it. Weird, eh? Weird. I don't know. He's got sloppy writing. I mean, I do too. I can, but yeah, you got poor penmanship. Okay. So, I got that ready. I got my chicken scratch list here, okay, and I slept like a baby. I hope you did too, Mrs. ODSP woman. And I had my alarm clock set for like 8:15 in case I slept, because you never know if I got to get up early to take a deuce, right? Like, so, and sometimes I don't have to, so if I can sleep, I want to sleep longer, right? But, well, I'll tell you right now, I woke up, you know, when you're pissed off and you wake up and that's the first thing you think of. And I leaped out of bed. Like, it's go time, bitches. It's go time, okay? So, like, before my eyes were even fully open, my feet were on the fucking floor, okay? And that's a fact, Jack. So, I'm all ready. She's supposed to call me at 9:30. I expect you to be 15 minutes early. She let me know on, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, that it would be around 9:30. Yeah. She probably must think she's a doctor and you gotta wait for her, right? Except, I don't mind waiting for my doctor, my one particular... Well, I have a lot of doctors I don't even have to fucking wait for, okay? Okay? The gynae doctor, very thorough and very on time, okay? And my Crohn's doctor, well, sometimes we have to wait a little bit to see him, okay? But when I was sick as fuck, okay, and I needed to talk to him while I was in the hospital, he accommodated me and he didn't rush me. And so if I have to wait an hour to see my Crohn's doctor, I'll patiently wait because he's one of the few good ones. And he's about to retire, so, you know, so I'm really fucked, right? Really fucked. I hope this new doctor I get is experienced. That's all I want, is experienced and the best of the best. That's all I fucking ask for. Because my doctor that's retiring, I've had him for fucking 24 years. My pediatrician kept me until I was 19. He wanted to make sure that I had the best of the Crohn's doctors in Peterborough. And he made sure that I did, and I did. So, everyone thinks I'm difficult, but people that actually know me will move mountains for me. Because I am a decent person. Do I get pissed off? I do. I get pissed off with stupid. And what else I get pissed off with is when people take advantage and disrespect the vulnerable. And if you're going to walk all over me, well, I'm going to walk over you and stomp on you, bitch. Bitches. Bitches, okay? So, my dinky little fucking government checks here, my dinky little GST check. Oh, fuck. I could wipe my ass with that. That's how much I care. And then what is this one? The Ontario Trillium Benefit. Again, I could wipe my ass. Well, I probably would wipe my ass with this one before that one. That one's a little heftier. So I can't, my checking account is gone. And I warned all these fucks in the email. And the police, right? The police last week when they called me, the little fuck that was here with body cam, asked me how I wanted to solve the case. Bitch, I want this bank agent investigated and lose his job. And it's not about me, it's he could call some other woman and threaten them. Right. I told you that I'm being abused by all these fucks that I'm dealing with. All you're doing, Mr. OPP, you pig, is sucking these fucks' dick. Right? Right. Me and this dog, my canine fur cousin here, we've already got this case solved. Don't be Scooby-Doo. Hey, Scooby-Doo, come on down. Come on, you'll get your Scooby treats later, okay? Okay, come on, get down, buddy. Come on, I know, it's your time to shine, isn't it? One day, soon, Mommy and Daddy are going to have to come get you, and we won't have this time, will we? But we'll always have next time. Right? Okay, there you go. Okay, your paws aren't as wet because you've already dried them on my pants. Where was I going with that? So, I have my chicken scratch notes here. Okay, so I'm all ready for you, bitch. Okay, so, yeah, so the OPP wanted me to solve the case. I said I wanted to press charges against Doug, my MPP, with neglect and abuse. Financial and emotional abuse. I'm throwing emotional in there too. Right to the school board. Everybody in this email, okay? You're not done with me. Not by a fucking long shot. Not by a long shot, okay? Because I'm not stopping. I'm relentless, and you made me ruthless. Ooh, right? I was already relentless, but you guys made me ruthless, okay? I've already died and seen the other side, and I've come back. So, some of the most disgusting people, right, are your perverts out there on catch and release and on ODSP, and I got this in here. Like, I'm going to ask my worker, why don't you go after the fucking actual criminals? Okay? Right? I want a follow-up appointment with her. I want to hear the mouthful that she's got to say. I want to follow up so then she can listen to me. It'll be like, when you're sitting around a campfire and you pass that stick. Oh, now it's your turn. Oh, I'll let you have the floor today, bitch. Then I want to follow up so I can mop the floor with you. So, how am I to pay my bills? All of these people, I got my first letter about this bank account bullshit back in January. Right? And then, the school board gets back to me last week. And, acting like they're doing me a favor. Bitch, you're not. Right? Doing me a favor would have had this figured out fucking 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Actually, 5 when I was fucking sick. And I was told I would have a job to go back to. Honestly, I got very little respect for any government worker And I think back to the ones that I do know or did know, and I think, wow, you are just a little bitch. And some of yous, I can't even believe I was friends with you. You know what I mean? Ooh, did that hurt, Muffin? Ooh. Well, it kind of hurt when you guys just axed me, right? Kind of hurt me when somebody emailed me that had the audacity to tell me that Pierre Poilievre was going to take away my gay rights. So, yeah. Yeah. That's the type of friends that I did have, right? Like, wow, right? You weren't the only one. You weren't the only one. I mean, I had people look at me like I was a racist because I thought it was fucked that Justin Trudeau was going to rehabilitate ISIS. Think before you talk. Right now, I'm past that. You know, I've spent my whole life thinking before I talked. I spent my whole life, when you guys were telling me all this bullshit, I should have fucking, I wish I had that no filter then and told you in the moment it was fucking stupid. I mean, I tried to tell you that the vaccination wasn't going to be ready for 2 years, and it was ready when everyone got upset. It was going to be ready in 2 weeks. And then people looked at me like I was the anti-vaxxer. No, I thought it was fucked that the government would say, no, it's not going to be, this vax isn't going to be ready for 2 years, and there was public uproar, and it was ready 2 weeks later. Bitches, I can't help that you're stupid. I'm ashamed that I didn't use my voice louder back then. But see, I've already died and come back, bitches, okay? So, I already let everybody know I'm the Livid lesbian, okay? And I found that in my email yesterday, and I've told the police that I thought Michelle Ferrari got raped. They told me to contact the county of Peterborough. Well, county of Peterborough didn't know what the fuck, right? Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, right? And it's quite obvious by all the fucking trees hanging on the fucking limbs out there, right? All the potholes, right? It's quite obvious. Where was I going with that? I was going with somewhere with that. Where the hell? I got another thought in my head. You know what? I'm going to digress and move back because I've kind of forgot. I got distracted with my fur cousin here. But I was talking to some neighbors yesterday, and they were in Peterborough, and there were 2 protests going on in Peterborough, big ones, because your federal government closed the daycares. I guess there were some protests on Fairburn Street, and then there were some protests downtown. What was that one for? I'm not sure if they knew what the downtown one was for. Keep that up, Peterborough. Keep that up. Thing is, we need to shut down the town now. Shut it down now. And that's where I was going to go. So this big fucking email, I'm going to send. So yesterday, I let them know. Nobody followed up about the Michelle Ferrari matter. And I let them know in there, but I also let Doug Ford's office know when I complained about my stay at the hospital that I couldn't vote in the 2021 election. Though Michelle Ferrari won, thank Christ, the numbers weren't right. And you know what's funny? The next election, they changed the boundaries, right? But me being a hospital patient in 2021 and I couldn't fucking vote, that's not right, is it? So I found my voting card and my selfie picture of me in my hospital bed in 2021. September 20th, to be exact. And I'm going to send that picture to all those fucks and say this was me in the hospital bed and I couldn't vote for Michelle Ferrari. Actually, let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. Fuck it. Fuck it and fight it, it's all the same. It's a Sublime song. Oh, my last one was something fishy's going on. Someone needs to shut their legs. Oh, I already marked this. 2021 couldn't vote. Okay. This was me in 2021, excited to vote for Michelle Ferrari. No one from Elections Canada. Retry. Oh, my internet connection's down, so this will send once I'm on the information highway. And I am fully charged my devices. I'm all ready. And I told this chick last week when she called me and I was leaving the food bank that no, I couldn't talk to her. It wasn't a good time because I needed my recorder so that I could record the conversation. So here's my attachment. This was me in 2021, excited to vote for Michelle Ferrari. No one from Elections Canada and the hospital. I had to deal with all those stupid fucking COVID lockdowns. 2. There. Rise and shine, bitches. Rise and shine. Good morning to yous all. Now I'm going to pull this picture up so you can see it. Okay? 1 second. I'm going to show you this picture I just sent all these fucks in the email. 1 second. Oh, wrong way. Shit! There we go. That was me in the hospital. See my election card right there? I was so excited. September 20th, 2021, this was when the hospital fucked up on me the second time and I had to go without eating the second time before my surgery. That was me all excited to vote. And then I couldn't, so I sent that to them. There. I was so excited to not vote Justin Trudeau. Like, so excited. And, bitches, if you weren't in the hospital during COVID, you got no fucking idea. And if any of you were fucking pushing this shit and agenda, fuck, you're stupid. And don't think people haven't forgotten about it. You know, the best way to correct a mistake is to own it, right? So, you guys help fuck up Canada. Big time. So, how are you going to help, right? So, like, right here, we got Marc Carney, our diddler fucking prime minister, who's been on the island 69 times. Like a sick joke, right? Like a sick joke. 69 times. Do you picture Diana doing 69 times with him, or Carney and a kid? All right. Then you got Chrystia Freeland over here. I want to do this one better. See, that was a mask and I used my hair, but I already got a template of that bitch, so it'll take me no time. I already got one sketched out. And I got a bigger picture of this fuck's mug sketch, so I'm going to color that in at some point. Maybe I'll do my coloring when I'm talking to that ODSP bitch. Maybe I'll send them. Ooh, I already told them I'm the Livid Lesbian. You know what? I'm going to send them my oppressed life. My YouTube video. That's what I'm going to send next. Fuck it. Fuck it and fight it. It's all the same. Yeah, I'm going to send them that one so they know what the fuck they're dealing with. And I have somebody else I need to contact today who was recommended by somebody. Okay, I want to go into My oppressed life. I'm going to send them that video right now. My oppressed life. And I'll tell my ODSP worker that I sent that, and she can look at it. Yeah, share this link.
Hey guys, here's a recap of my past 2 years. Okay, guys?
You're going...
June of 2021, I became sick. Okay?
You guys are going to listen to this while I send this in the email, okay?
Crohn's and colitis I've had it since I was a kid, okay? I had never been so sick. Prior to that, I'm a child and youth worker, and I got attacked by a 17-year-old male, okay? A few weeks later, I got sick with Crohn's and colitis, okay? I was rushed by ambulance to the hospital where I nearly died, okay, from a bowel blockage. When I got to the unloading department at the hospital, I was almost attacked by a crackhead, and that happened several times throughout my hospital stint. My hospital stints included from June to September 2021. I was admitted 6 times in 3 months for 40 days. That's minus my surgery time spent in hospital after my bowel resection. I had home care nurses prior to my surgery. Home care nurses daily for a total of 109 days. I was fed through my bloodline. I couldn't eat. I went 36 days the first time without being fed before finding out I was goofed up on, and I had to go another 73 days without eating. But I don't really blame them because the hospitals are a gong show, because I was almost attacked several times outside the hospital. Okay, so I'm a little understanding. I was unable to vote in the last federal election when I was hospitalized. I lived in a motel. There I experienced violence, drug use going on outside, and I was almost human trafficked one night. I lived in a tent last summer. I had to live off all my savings, pull out my RSPs. I worked last year on a modified program. This year they can't accommodate me. Right now, it's my second time since the fall where I have been a month without an income coming in. No help from my union, out to pull out my pension, or start a GoFundMe page, okay?
Pull out my pension, that was 2 fucking years ago.
I'm really getting tired of it. This has been my life since June 2021. I have barely had a chance to recover, guys. Okay, barely had a chance to recover. Oh yeah, almost attacked several times outside the hospital. And how do we help others when we can't help people such as myself, who has worked my whole life? And this is unfair to the new Canadians coming in. We're offering them a fake life. A fake life. And people are getting mad, not because people are racist. It's because we are getting oppressed. I am a female, I am Canadian, and I am oppressed.
So, you guys listen to that, and while you listen to that, this is what I sent. So I sent that picture of me ready to vote in the fucking hospital in 2021, and I just sent this with the attachment of the video, okay? And it says, please review my file, Mrs. ODSP worker and the rest of you fucks. Lots has happened since I did this video. Then my link. Just click it, make sure they can get there. Oh, it worked.
Okay, guys, here's...
Okay, so keep telling me not to talk and keep telling me to watch what I have to say, all you fucks. You don't tell people what to say, you fucking Nazi fucking police. Fucking, all you government fucks are ruining society. And teachers, how do you go to school and know that you're not making a difference? You're making it worse. And this is all... But I just think about what's going on in the school, and it's some sick shit. Because we're talking kids' safety at the end of the day. It's disgusting right down to the cops, right? All of you. I'm disgusted by all of you. Money and greed about getting more money is all you guys fucks fought about rather than making your jobs better. So I got very little respect for so many of you. So many of you that haven't had the balls to stand up. Okay, I have no money. I've lost my account that I've had since I was 17. Where will my ODSP check go? How will I pay my bills, right? This is how disabled get treated. CP Rock morning, happy 420, you know it, baby. Fucking another hour before I gotta fucking start doing my housework and start mopping my floor. Mrs. ODSP lady, you better be on time. But you watch, she'll be late. She thinks she's special. Women with power are worse. Women with power are fucking brutal. However, I know a lot of great women bosses, and I had a lot of great women bosses. So for all the, it's like everyone, right? There's always fucking bad apples in every crowd, right? But for every douchebag female boss I ever had, or ever worked for, which wasn't many. I don't even mean that I worked for, that I dealt with. Okay? Actually, all my female bosses were great. I had a few people that I worked with that, you know, they kind of, a little bit of power went to their head. But, yeah, no, I actually, all my bosses were great. But the people, I had a lot of good female bosses, actually. And my last favorite boss was the principal I worked with my last year of work. I think my favorite boss ever, my last principal. She was a gem. Beauty. So, but it's all these other women. I've experienced women in power, and ooh, some women with control is not good. It's not good. But then you look at my ODSP worker who's a male, and well, little man syndrome, you know, doesn't do anyone any good, right? So, you know, big things come in small packages, right? You don't have to flaunt it, right? Fake it. Right? So, anywho, I'm rambling at this point. Oh, what was I going to say? I feel like there was something I was going to mention. Well, you know, you got Doug Ford getting that new plane, right? The gravy plane. He stopped the gravy train. His brother tried to stop the gravy train, but Doug Ford got the gravy plane, right? Yeah. Yeah. Why does Doug Ford need a fucking plane, right? Well, he was on the islands twice, right? When I sit like that, you can't see Kearney very well. I think we're going to have to move this fuck right here. Actually, let's put Chrystia Freeland down by Trudeau's dink. Okay? And don't forget, can we not forget here, if people that are not educated, just so you know, Chrystia Freeland, her son, Marc Carney is her son's godfather. And he was on the island 69 times. I'm a little bit worried about Freeland's son. I don't know, CAS, could you maybe pop in and check on Freeland's son? I'm a little concerned if this is his godfather. And I'm actually a little bit concerned about Trudeau's kids, because whenever he does do a photo op with them, his kids don't look like they're having a good time. And, he's been on the islands 30 times, right? And they're friends. Like, you just connect the dots, right? Conflict of interest much? Right? Conflict of interest much? Like, come on, guys. And Anyways, I'm just rambling here. I am going to go and roll a big fatty. Actually, I'm going to roll it right now. CP Rock, keep sharing. You know what? I'm going to roll a joint right now. Get it ready and have a back-to-backer when I talk to this bitch. So, and I wouldn't have to call you a bitch if you didn't do bitch things. Okay? So, oh, and I called them all retards in my letter yesterday. I want to get the official Google term for retard. And you know what? Again, it's about respect. Here I am fighting the fight. I have way more respect. I'm fighting. I want them to tell me not to use the word retard. And then I'm going to tell them, well, you care that much? Like, you know what I mean? Tell me. I got something lined up for you. Don't fucking worry. Ain't nobody ever going to tell me what I can and can't say. And don't you simple fucks forget it, okay? So, retard meaning. I told them that they make cognitively delayed people look smart, and they do. Oh, wait, I want to go to this. Retard meaning. Because they'll be, oh, you hurt my feelings. Retard is becoming trendy again. It's probably because people are done being told what to say, the fucking thought police, right? Okay, retard is a term with two distinct meanings. A verb, meaning to slow down, delay, or hinder progress. And a noun that is highly offensive slur for people with intellectual disabilities or slang to label someone foolish. It is increasingly known as the R word or R slur. You know? Verb, the pollution. Oh, there was my alarm, 8:15. Do you hear that? But bitch, my feet were on the floor before my eyes were open, because I was ready for this. Verb. The pollution in the atmosphere can retard plant growth. The engine's ignition was retarded to prevent damage. Noun. That is so retarded. Used to mean stupid. Don't be such a retard. Synonyms and related terms as a verb. Delay, hinder, impede, obstruct, decelerate, hold back. And bitches, you guys have been retarded to me. Okay? Right? So, I'm going to keep that up so I can let Mrs. OD. I wonder if she got the updated email. What is... Jared's on here, 9:45 in Newfoundland. Good morning. Oh, my buddy wants to say good morning. Good morning, Jared. He's actually a Newfie dog. He's from Nova Scotia. He's a Newfie dog, aren't you? You're a Nova Scotian. He's a Nova Scotian dog. Yeah, real close to the rock, eh? Actually, my cousin got him at COVID time, and they could barely get to him. They were closing down the provinces, and they wouldn't let them through, almost through New Brunswick. Then they got to Nova Scotia, and they said, well, I'm here to get my dog, and he's in that parking lot right there. We traveled from Ontario to get that dog. They almost didn't get him. He's a beauty. He's a beauty. We're going to go smoke one, aren't we? Yeah. I just say we're going to go have a dart, and he's at the door, man. Okay, Jared. Morning, Jared. And then we got CP Rock. Pig farmer, not puff. I think CP said they connected to Piggy Palace, too. Diana Fox, a leaf pig farmer. Yeah. Yeah, Justin Trudeau had ties to that fucking Robert, what was his name? Robert. Rock, you're out in Alberta. I didn't know where you were at. We got people all over the country, eh? Oh, and I'm going to be sure to I'm actually going to jot this down. I'm going to let this worker of mine know. Well, she's not even my worker. It looks like she's from Kingston from the number, so she's not very local. She better know my story. My file. What the hell was I going to... Shit, I just lost my thought. What was I going to write down? Fuck. Well, I'm going to have to roll this joint and maybe remember. What the hell was I going to... Oh! I'll be an advocate for the rest of my life. I'll be an advocate. Peterborough. Child. Safety. Network. Because I have to save the kids in Peterborough more than these fucking useless fucks. Actually, I should tell them to look at that. Yeah, I'm going to send them another email. I'm going to say, I have... Hey, listen to this. I have taken it upon myself to start take it upon myself, since no one is protecting the kids or society. I am advocating for the safety of the kids and the safety of the kids. Please. Maybe I'll ask for funding. I've taken it upon myself, since no one is protecting the kids or society. So I started the Peterborough Safety Child Network alongside Bam Bam Andrews. Please. Would there be any funding for this? Would I be able to receive any funding for this cause? Please check it out. Facebook. Okay, I have taken it upon myself, since no one is protecting the kids or society. Wait, I gotta take that out. Taken upon myself. I've taken it upon myself to start the Peterborough Child Safety Network alongside Bam Bam Andrews. Would I be able to receive any funding for this cause? I mean, we're trying to save the kids from perverts on the street. Okay? Please check it out, Facebook. So, this was my next email to all of them in the fucking email. I've taken it upon myself to start the Peterborough Child Safety Network alongside Bam Bam Andrews. Would I be able to receive any funding for this cause? I mean, we're trying to save the kids from perverts on the street. Please check it out on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to go spark this up, bitches, okay? Don't worry, I'll be very careful. We got flooding going on in Peterborough, actually. CTV morning show. Kelsey's in Peterborough, right at the Holiday Inn waterfront. So we got flooding. So don't worry, I'm not going to start no forest fires with this. I'm very careful when I smoke, right? But you got to watch out for all those fucking trees hanging around, right? So it's like that song, I've been hanging around this town too damn long, right? Those trees have been hanging there for too damn long, right? Anyways, I'm rambling here. Oh, he brought the little toy. Yeah, it's break time. It's smoke time. And it's going to be business time soon. Business time, baby. Anyways, what's CP? Oh, CP says, always nice to run into your live. Shit, thank you very much. But you're up at like 4:30. No, wait, 6:30. It's 6:30 your time. I forgot it's 8:30 here. Oh, it's 6:30. CP Rock says, always nice to run into a live of yours. Thank you. Unless you start an organization, no government funds. It's voluntary sector. Yeah, what else did you say? No, I guess that was it. But I love that email. Yeah. They try to tell me not to do something. Well, bitch, I'm going to do it more. I'm going to do it more. You know what? I was a very well-behaved child. And I feel like right now, I'm being that defiant kid that I never fucking was. I mean, I always stood up for what was right and what was wrong. But I did what I was supposed to do. Because, man, I didn't really feel like getting mom and dad's hand on my backside. You know what I mean? I only got an ass tanning a couple of times, and I thank them all the time for it, that they didn't let me become a little bitch, right? I mean, I have my bitchy moments. I do. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not perfect by any fucking means, but I mean well. So, I got that going, right? I'm not perfect, but you know what? So I'm just reliving my teenage years, but being the defiant little fuck that I never was. But that was because I've already seen the white light and I came back. Okay? So right now, this fight is between you and God. Okay? So you fuck me over, that's between you and God. Okay? All you fucks are just earth devils. Okay? And I'm back here to teach us a lesson.